was just defense overall. How would you assess which one did in the first half versus the second half?
It's the first game. First games are always the toughest. It's always about playing clean, being disciplined, and we played good, not great. We made too many mistakes, but when it came down to it, we put our hands in the dirt and we made plays, and that's what this game comes down to. It's never going to be perfect. So for us to just go out there and do what we do and make plays when plays need to be made, that's all that matters, really.
Just curious, third down you stopped him almost the entire time, and fourth down as well. Is that one thing to hang your hat on the money downs? You guys were effective today just to go one down.
Of course. That's one of the biggest parts of the game. If you can get off the field and put the ball in the offense's hands, you're going to win the games a lot of times. So when we can be successful at that, I have a lot of confidence in not only our defense, but in our offense to go put up some points.
On top of that, you guys were really good on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. What are the keys to those plays where maybe you have less than a second and it's just bodies piling up before you have a chance to really get into it?
Yeah, it comes down to toughness, and we've been pushing that all off season. And in the workouts we do, in the everyday thing we do, toughness is one of the pillars of our house. So when we get to those situations, we know we have to be the best, and we know we will be the best because of the work we put in the off season. And then, like I said before, execution. And when you take care of the things you need to take care of, good things happen, and we were able to get off the field in those situations today.
Buffalo's got a couple of talented backs in Cook and Washington, but you guys, for the most part, were pretty good against the run. They didn't average that many yards per carry. Just how are you guys able to slow down that rushing attack today?
I think effort is a lot of it. Every second, every play, you need to be going 100% the entire time. And I think we did that in most cases. So that, is a big factor in getting their ball carriers to the ground. Yeah, they were talented for sure. We weren't able to get them down every play. We had missed tackles. But it's the rallying to the ball that I think really, sets the tone and makes the difference there.
When Longo was hired, I think a lot of fans heard the words air raid and said, "Oh my God, what about the running game?" From a defensive player's perspective, do you still look at this offense and go, if teams don't stop 1-0 or 0-1, it's going to be a long game?
100%. In my opinion, we have the best backfield in the country, hands down. And when you have those two guys back there and you can't stop it, it will be a long game. The defense is going to get worn down, and those two just work. They go out there every snap, and their goal is to get in the end zone, and they do that. And we saw it multiple times tonight. So I'm ecstatic for those dudes. They put in the work this offseason, and it's showing, and it's going to show in time season.
Were you guys as multiple as you thought you'd be going in? You kind of saw some of the dollars, saw some of the 2, 4, 5. Was it kind of what you guys expected going in?
Yeah, it was. We had a game plan coming in. We didn't really know exactly what Buffalo was going to run. With a new OC. So we had ideas of what we were going to do, and we run the plays that the coach calls, and we executed them well enough to get off the field. I think we had a good game overall in terms of the multiplicity. You did see those packages and the change-ups and mix-ups, and I think that's what's going to make our defense special as the year goes on.
Hunter, when you talk about setting the tone, you had 2 early nice run fits led to that early punt. Kind of how important is that for you, and especially now you being in your spot with Torch now going?
I mean, that's big. When you can get off the field, it makes the game a lot easier. So to be able to step up in the run game and help the team out and go make those plays, it's huge. It means a lot. We get a stop on 3rd down. They plan to go for it on 4th down. They get a false start and they punt. That's when you get opportunities, you have to take advantage of them. You have to maximize them. And, when we had those opportunities tonight, we did that.
Luke talked a little bit about anxiousness. Did it just take a little bit to kind of tell guys, okay, it's a new era, but let's settle down, let's get to business, so to speak?
Definitely. There was a lot of guys nervous coming into this game, myself included, and as to be expected. It's a new coach, new staff, new players on the team, new year. First game's always nerve-wracking. It took a second to settle in. And we did what we needed to do. We came in here, we took business, and we defended the camp.
Kind of building off that, Fickles talked about the importance of starting fast and playing fast in this first game. Would you say that that's what you saw from the defense today?
Yeah, I would. I think we played fast. I think we took care of business. We did what we needed to do. And there were moments that, sudden changes, our backs are up against the wall, and we go out there and we make some plays and we get a stop. And when you can do that as a defense, you're going to be really good. And when you fly around the way we did today, and, I think there's more to that still. I think there's a lot more that we can unlock as the season goes on, and it's just going to continue to build.